Alrighty, we're starting up Game 2 here between University of Houston and Rice University. These are both located in Houston, Texas, so there's a friendly little rivalry there. Lark, of course, I have casted before. We've seen him face off against EXO, against TriMaster, against quite a few players from University of Houston last season. Quite a few replays up here on twitchtv.com/Lokazi, as well as my Justin TV and my live stream of well, actual livestream.com, which I don't use anymore, but had all of last season's University of Houston games. If you ever want to check those out, see how the players have progressed, they are over there. For this game, we have MLG Dual Site. This is Game 2. Game 1 did go to University of Houston. For University of Houston this game, we have Heaven on Earth, who is playing as the Purple Zerg, and we have Lark as the Orange Terran, over here on the right-hand side of the map here on Dual Site, spawning in as the Orange Terran, and Heaven on Earth as the Purple Zerg here on the left-hand side of the map. Get those cute little interfaces up there. There we go. A little bit of lag going on here. It's probably CK's Fisher-Price modem, because I do believe I saw him in the game. So good to know some things never change, a la Matrix style, and his modem. And nothing, no crazy 6-pool or anything like that, which would be kind of retarded against a Terran player. So that's why we're not seeing that. And no crazy build order. Got that crazy supply depot going down to the top of the ramp. Straight droning behind it. And he is not a subscriber to the Sen school of thought and Moon, who extractor and then cancel. He is the straight 9 overlord, traditional as possible droner, so we'll have to see. I believe Heaven on Earth is Grandmaster, if I remember correctly. Lark, I'm pretty sure, is Master, as he was always really fun to watch with great mechanics last season. The game I'm thinking of off the top of my head was a Proxy Factory versus, I think it was versus EXO. Proxy Factory on Zonaga Caverns for a Thor rush. It was kind of interesting. I think EXO just barely caught it in time, if I'm thinking correctly. But the spawning pool going down right here behind the extractor. Well, I'm not sure I've seen that placement too often there. And we have the gas starting up for both players. Barracks almost finished there. That extra 5 seconds, just so dramatic. You can, real game changer. Really is to stop like 3 racks, so I guess I shouldn't be sarcastic. It was actually there for something. And yeah, there's not really anything I can do to make this very exciting. We got some good overlord placement. Looks like he's going to move over and get good sight on the mineral line, so we'll be able to see when a second goes up and starts mining. This one's moving out to this weird hologram thing, dancing around in the middle. I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's Protossy, which is interesting because like this half of the map is Char, Zergy, Volcanic, and this half of the map is like, I guess, Protoss jungly. So kind of interesting what happened to this world. Who knows? And I'm glad to see they've never actually fixed this doodad. I like it being unit name / structures on the Naga Tower too. Makes me happy. And this drone is being a little ambitious. Okay, there he goes. He's running away. He decides his life is not worth barely getting past this supply depot and not seeing anything else. I think he might have seen that factory started up though. Yeah, he did see that factory started. So good amount of information there. He knows that it's not a really fast expansion because there was a good amount of gas getting mined and a factory going down. So minerals and gas being used towards that, so you can rule out a fast second. And this part of the map has this really annoying waterfall that's really loud, and I wish they would get rid of it because it drives me crazy. I have to remember not to mouse over and keep that on screen. It'll be really loud during the fights. I really don't understand why it's there. Probably just to annoy casters. We have a starport going down out of Lark, so he has a 1-1-1 build, and looks like he's going to go with Hellions right now, starting up the tech lab, probably for Banshees. I'm not sure what that's going to be going for right there. I don't know if he's just going to follow it up with Stim or what. And we have some roaches scooting around on the map right now, with my artful camera moving to try and avoid the center of the waterfall as much as possible. These roaches scooting across. There are 2 lings out on the map right now, holding the Cell Naga, which is a ridiculously bright red when powered up. We have the Hellions coming across, and these roaches say, "What's up?" Oh, they almost got that 3rd shot on it. Almost picked off that Hellion. But they will get away, and they'll scoot around opposite side of the map. We have more roaches that are coming across for Heaven on Earth here. It's just going to go for some good roach pressure, which is really good versus double Hellion, or this reactor Hellion opening. And this bunker is not going to be up in time. Picking off the one or the one Marine that was going to be defending there. And Lark is going to have to deal a lot of damage with these 4 Hellions. There's a Queen blocking part of the ramp right now, and the rest of the roaches are moving across right now. SCV is getting picked off. The Overlord, which was coming across the middle of the map there, has arrived. There's a Banshee on the way. It looks like it's going to finish before this wall gets down. Oh, no, wall just barely drops. And now he's going to need to run in. Banshee is out on the field now. He's going to have to move in and deal a lot of damage to all these SCVs. Meantime, the Hellions are just kind of parked outside of his base. I think Heaven on Earth is in a very solid position right now with this early roach pressure. Kicking off more Hellions, just trying to buy himself more time, not letting that get to a critical mass where they can actually just run around taking roach shots. Finishing that off there, he needs to probably go up and pick off some more supply depots. This one up here in the front is really low, and we have the Hellions probing around at the front of the front right now, but it is walled up. They're not going to be able to get into the main. So really good economic damage here out of these roaches, stopping mining for so long here. And we have Cloak almost finished, but Heaven on Earth sees that, so he should be transitioning into some type of detection, which he's actually not. He's not transitioning into any detection. He has multiple Queens out. He has 2 with a 3rd on the way, but he really needs to start some detection, or that Banshee will be able to do a massive amount of damage and pull Lark back into this game. We have 2 Banshees out on the field now. Their Cloak has not been given away, but they are going to head across, and wow, this is pretty scary, actually. They might be able to kill Heaven on Earth outright. He has no detection still. I can't believe that. I thought he saw that the factory, or that the reactor on the starport was going. Looks like he's going to scoot up and try and pick off these Hellions. Picks off 2. Oh, and he's still building roaches. There's no detection still. Nothing on the way. There the Banshees arrive. They are going to go Cloak, and Heaven on Earth is going to panic. Dropping an Evo Chamber right in front of the Banshees, kind of an interesting placement there. They're going to go up into the expansion and try and pick off as many drones as possible. In the meantime, Heaven on Earth is going to counter with all of his roaches straight across the map, trying to deal as much damage as possible. He's starting 3 Evo Chambers, which is actually a really good call in case one starts to get worked down. And he is going to be able to defend his natural if he hurries up here and drops the Spore Crawler. Oh, why is there no Spore Crawler? No Spore Crawler. Drop the Spore Crawler. There we go. Spore Crawler going down. It is right next to where the Banshees are, though. They're going to be able to work that. And the Roach is scooting up here. They're going to try and get in, get economic damage going right now. And there's just a giant worker slaughter in this game. We have a Queen with practically no HP wandering off. And she does get picked off. Banshees have run out of Cloak. And both these Spore Crawlers are going to finish, and the natural will be safe. Whew. And lots of roaches in the mineral line here of Lark. They're picking off many SCVs. See the worker count right now. It is 10 to 8. Supply depot burning down there. It's now 9, and very well defended. Looks like he's just going to try and SCV across the map. Oh, there's an expansion down at the gold. I didn't even notice. Lark very stealthily putting his expansion down here. And he's going to just start mining off the gold and start pumping out more units. Meanwhile, the Banshees are going to move up into the natural, or in the main, and they are going to pick off the Roach Warren. And then they're probably going to pick off the spawning pool, so a lot of damage is going to be done there. And yeah, no checking for resources here by Heaven on Earth. He's got to be thinking there's minerals coming from somewhere, though. There's still more Banshees coming out. Kind of interesting by him. As well as the command center is not lifted off. There's really no reason why that command center would still be down and kind of chugging away with all these forces just continually pouring in here. Banshees picking off, I think they picked off yeah, they did. They picked off another Queen. More Queens coming out here. Turning up, it is now 10 to 10, but 2 mules on the field is a massive difference. Picking off 2 more drones. Lark just microing away, picking off here. Lark pumping out lots of Marines right now, which with that Roach Warren Oh, he didn't pick off the Roachworn. The Roachworn almost dead. If he manages to go back up there and kill it off, he'll be extremely efficient. Meantime, all the roaches up here have gotten cleaned up. And looks like these Zerglings are going to scoot up and maybe wait and morph for Banelings. But Lark does see that. There are 2 more Banshees. Oh, those are the original 2 Banshees. A SCV and a getting near fully saturated 5 mineral field. Yeah, it is fully saturated actually. So, oh no, there's 12 there. There's 4 somewhere else. Moving in, these 2 Hellions are actually going to deal decent damage because there's nothing to defend here. No resources. Looks like maybe drone just a teeny bit too hard. There are no roaches to help pick these off. Oh, and the drone just kind of lining up and blocking the queen here. There they go. They get a good surround on these Hellions, which do now get picked off, but more Hellions are being built. I'm going to assume here in a moment to rally across the field. There are 5 Marines on the field with 4 axes down. Stem will probably be started up soon, and this gold is just chugging away. In the meantime, another expansion has been dropped at the other gold, and one of these Banshees is so close to dead. No! Tickle the Banshee with no HP. What on earth? Kill it. There you go. Picking that off. He has to keep that last queen safe. He has another queen in his main. He has droned up to 26 now. He's in a very good position there economically. However, this command center is still alive and still muling. He needs to pick that off with these Zerglings. There's no reason why he shouldn't have been attacking that. Though it's a pretty intense game, I assume, from his end, as it's pretty exciting to cast from mine, so not ragging on him too bad. He has spread out his creep just a little bit there. His Zergling is going to scout to this north position, going to see this command center finishing up, and is going to start working on that SCV. We have Zerglings trying to scoot across the field, trying to see what's going on towards the right-hand side of the map, and we have some maneuvering of SCVs to the top position. This command center does get picked off. There are 4 SCVs which will be able to pick off that Zergling. And we have a Marine force coming out here from Lark with a few SCVs. And it is now, Heaven on Earth is still scouting. He's going to see this SCV coming down here and think, wait, what? And this is going to be too many forces to hold here. Queen's going to get picked off, just dying way too fast to all these Marines. And then the drones are just going to evaporate here. Marines coming up, picking off the Spore Callers, then these Banshees will be able to do all the work they want. Heaven on Earth in a very bad position right now. He's just going to scoot up the ramp, try and run all these Overlords away, but they're going to die. All the supply being lost here. 2 Larks hidden expansion in the bottom right-hand position. It looks like it's going to win him this game. Banshee running out of stealth at an inopportune time. Lots. Oh, the Marines just finished him. They're going to get surrounded by drones, but I do not think that those drones are going to be enough to finish these off. We will have to see. No, it does not look like it. It looks like all these Marines stand strong. GG called by Heaven on Earth, and Lark takes game 2. University of Houston, tying it up 1-1. Very well played by Lark there, sneaking off into the bottom right-hand corner, starting that expansion, and just muling the crap out of it. So very well played by him. So game 2 to Rice University. So it's now 1-1, tied up, and I'll see you guys in game 3.